is Thursday. It's April 2nd. The year is 2020. It's April the 2nd. It's a beautiful day outside. And we're still stuck in the coronavirus pandemic. Coronavirus, the 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 coronavirus. Coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. This is coronavirus, 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 the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. 1, 2, 3, go. Coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, the coronavirus, coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. The coronavirus, 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 coronavirus pandemic. We are stuck. Ain't no escaping the coronavirus pandemic. We stuck here, y'all. Can't you get away from it? Got me a delicious cup of coffee, stuck in the house, sheltering in place. Can't get out. The governor is slammed down the state of Georgia now, locking everything down. But I don't know what that means. I see there's a lockdown going on here. Where are you going at 8 o'clock in the morning? There's a lockdown in place. Essential business only. Man, hard ass this morning. That's early as y'all. He get up early and dress like a rocket. I say, good, I can make my YouTube videos in peace. Now, no fear of Roy's record. Excuse me, I hope there ain't no roadblocks out there for him. I don't know what they got planned out here for the Georgian folks. I'll be very honest with you. I'm cool with everything that's going on inside state of my house. I like being home. I'm a homebody. But anyway, there's a video I wanted you all to watch. It's about the situation that's going on in China and how China lied to the American public, and the Chinese government just didn't prepare the world for what was going on, and how Donald Trump dropped the ball. It's a 60-minute. It's from the television show 60 Minutes out of Australia, and I don't know if the American people have done this type of intensive investigation in regards to China and what took place and the lies that were told by the Chinese government and the lies that were told by the United States government and the ill lack of preparation by the Donald Trump people. Donald Trump is a fucking fool and should never, ever, 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 ever have been in that White House. And we're paying a heavy price because the ignorance of people who put that fool in that office. That motherfucker is a fool. A dumbass motherfucker who should not have been in that motherfucking office. And the voters who voted for him were foolish and ignorant for putting a damn TV talk show host as president of the United fucking States is stupid. Stupid. But we paying a heavy price for that bullshit. Because he's ignorant. And it's chaos and confusion caused by his ignorance of a situation he ain't never been in before. The man ain't never been president of his local mayor or something. A city councilman. He should have started and worked his way up and learned how to maneuver through politics. A fool, a liar. But they like Donald Trump. Ignorant ass motherfuckers. So, how are we going to get through this now that we're stuck here? Especially stuck in the house. Like I said, I've been cleaning up over here. Clean up the house and keep everything nice and clean. Trying to, best to table a little junky, but I'll straighten this up in a minute because before I'll get back here, junky! He like finds anything I'm playing about. I'll say, goddamn. So when he's not here, it's very peaceful. You would think after his dance with the coronavirus, he got his act together and started getting to be a whole different person. But that's my fault. So anyway, sometimes when the coronavirus, when they get somebody, you just have to go on and say, coronavirus, get them. And be done with it. Coronavirus might be taking care of a lot of bullshit around here. Take care of a lot of shit in America. Coronavirus is going to take care of it right about now. There's some people living in fear they're going to get the coronavirus. How can you run from a disease that's so infectious? I mean, you pretty much can stay in the house and close your doors, but it ain't going no place for the next They expect the coronavirus to hang around here for the next 18 months or longer and become a seasonal virus. So I'm thinking, heck, if you go ahead and get exposed to it, and you can survive through if you don't fall into that 20% where all the extreme stuff happens, you should be good, and your body will produce the antibodies for it, and you will recover very quickly, and you won't have to worry about it no more. Now you're immune to it. I guess, who knows? We're going to find out. I remember I was a little kid, and when one person would get measles, whatever, they bring all the kids together, they can all have measles at the same time. I don't know if y'all remember that about different areas back in the 70s. We'd all have measles or something, mumps, or whatever was going on, we all would get it at the same time, be done with it. So, but I did see yesterday where a little 6-month-old baby died from the coronavirus. And I meant to look that article up last night, and I was so damn tired. I was looking at all those news articles. I've noticed one thing. These news, have y'all noticed when y'all click on these links, they want you to pay for these news articles when that shit was free not too long ago? Motherfuckers want you to pay for that shit now. I ain't paying for nothing. I'm gonna find it for free. I just keep searching the internet till I find the free version of it. I found it. But I'm not paying the motherfuckers for nothing. Not spending my money on no bullshit as New York Times. No, I want the free version of it like I've been getting for years. So I think it was a 6-month-old baby died from the coronavirus. I think. Let's see. Yeah. 7-week-old infant in Connecticut who had coronavirus died. It was a 7-week-old infant in Connecticut who had coronavirus dies. A 7-week-old baby who died at a hospital in the Hartford area had the coronavirus. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont said Wednesday the cause of death is unknown, but she had the coronavirus. She passed away. The unidentified child from Hartford was unresponsive when taken to the hospital recently and could not be revived. The infant tested positive during a post-mortem exam for the virus that causes COVID-19. Dr. James Gill, the state's chief medical examiner, said the infant had no other known medical conditions. The baby was less than 7 weeks old and had no known medical conditions, not known. Children make up a small fraction of coronavirus cases worldwide. However, a letter published in the New England Journal of Medicine by Chinese researchers last month reported the death of a 10-month-old with COVID-19. The infant had a bowel blockage and organ failure and died 4 weeks after being hospitalized. Well, in pediatrics in China, this is just again China's telling the truth, 2,100 infected children in China, and they only had one death, the 14-year-old. That was separate research published in the journal Pediatrics. Traced 2,100 infected children in China and noted one death, the 14-year-old. The study found less than 66% of children were seriously ill. Less than 6% at that particular study. So, it's kind of weird. It makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder what's really going on. And how are we going to get out of this? I think those of you who are quarantining your bank accounts, you probably better do it and do it fast. So I don't know. Some people, that's Earl texting me. I don't know what he wants. I thought I was making a video. Anyway, so the governor now in Georgia has slammed on the brakes and said he's going to shut the rest of the state down. So only essential services will be open: gas station, grocery stores, water treatment plant, stuff that keeps water, food, whatever is essential. Government workers, city workers who are vital and needed at this time for the next 2 weeks, shelter in place. Now, I've always said from day one, once I did all my exhaustive research and I realized that Earl had the coronavirus back in December, our numbers are out of whack. The numbers that they saying, since they won't test everybody, we don't know when the peak will be. We might be already past the peak as far as they know. So hold on. All right, so I've always felt as if the coronavirus started in that video from 60 Minutes, they say it started back in November of 2019. Earl got sick in December of 2019 after that cruise. These numbers that the United States government is tossing out are false. We are way in deeper than this. More people have been exposed. Millions have been exposed. I don't even know, but they won't tell the truth. It's like, instead of saying, well, because they're not testing everybody, so this many tested. It's like, oh, okay, we know a lot more people tested positive than that shit. We know that. We ain't stupid. They really think we dumb. I'm thinking, okay, we know a lot more people than tested positive than that, but they won't test. We know a lot of, let me just say this, a ton of Americans have been exposed, like myself, to the corona and Earl, because realize we ain't in the count. Because Earl had it back in December. Coronavirus didn't exist back then. What was the corona back then? It's a bacteria, it's a virus. Now we know what it is. So all the people who had it in December, January, February, we start counting to March. What happened to all them people? The people who died and was sick and everything in December, January, February, here in the United States, they don't count. Because we didn't know that the coronavirus had caught a flight from Japan through the Caribbean and wherever. People travel all over the damn world. Everywhere. These numbers are out of whack. So I just look at the numbers and say, oh, child, where are they coming up? Then they won't test everybody so we can get an accurate idea of who had it and who didn't have it. They still don't have an antibodies test. I'm waiting for Emory University to call me and say when they're working on it so they can get us and they pull some blood and see were we truly exposed to it. More likely when I look at Earl's symptoms and everything I read and everything I know, even the director of Emory's COVID-19 project said the same thing. He had it. Just didn't know what it was back then. He clearly had it. So, I don't know what we're going to do. But it is a beautiful day outside. I was going to, today is Thursday. Y'all forgive me, I'm a little tired today. But I don't know why I didn't get much sleep. I don't know why I didn't get much sleep last night. I argued with Earl last night. Earl always waits to the middle of the night to start bitching and complaining about God knows what. And I'm like, okay, where is this coming from? Okay, Lord, I was just go to sleep. And I had already taken my sleeping pill. And I take my sleeping pill at nighttime so I can get sleep. It was so peaceful in that townhouse by myself. Y'all, it was heaven on earth. It was so peaceful living alone by myself. And I'm going to have to go back to that. I can't take this. I'm too old. I'll be 50 in a few days. And we just two different people, just different worlds. The coronavirus is running wild, and we over here talking about some nonsense about why I left some socks on the damn floor. Socks? Earl, do you not realize that the coronavirus is running around killing people? Can you just pick the socks up and put them in dirty clothes, and I'll wash them tomorrow? Who left these socks on the floor? Well, either I left them or you left them. We ain't got no Cocker Spaniels running around here. The coronavirus already came to visit us, so I don't think he left them socks on the floor. He or she, somebody said coronavirus, he's like, man, he or she, I'm sure he didn't take his socks off and leave on his way out. That means one of us took the socks off, take them, put them in dirty clothes. It's just that. I don't get it. don't get it, y'all. Sometimes we can make each other's lives miserable. All this shit going on, and we asking silly questions about socks and all kinds of shit. Pick up the socks and put them in the dirty clothes. See, I don't have time for that nonsense. If I walk into something out of disarray or something, I just clean it up, move it where it needs to be, and go about life. The Earl is not like that. Got to keep up some type of confusion and chaos. Just straighten up. If there's some water bodies like this sitting on the table, have drink water little plants on the patio with the water, take it out there, water the plants, and then throw the bottle away. So, it's not that complicated. They're just water bottles. They don't mean nothing. It means I have bottled up, throw it in trash. It's so simple. I don't want any more relationships. I don't. It's time for me to find out what it's like to live with a white man. Okay, Mr. White Man, I heard you guys got y'all acts together. Do you? Hispanic. Non-English speaking. I don't understand what you said, but I'm cool with that. I'm serious. Something I can't tolerate these niggas. And it's foolishness and ignorance in the black community. I'm done. And I hope the coronavirus will come and resolve some issues over here. I ain't the call ass. Miss Coronavirus? Hey, what you doing? Oh, stop doing that over there. Can you come back over here? Good, what time? Okay, good. I'll let back over to the scene. You didn't finish up what you supposed to do the first time around. Now you get back in there and finish up the job. So anyway, I just need my own place. Peace. You get your point in life where you say you need your own peace. I'm gonna be bothered with people. And after living through this mess over the next few months as we go through this, it's sad. We live in a crazy world with crazy people. And the thoughts that go to your head, niggas never change. They remain the same. It's just, if I could do things differently, I would not have given up my townhouse. However, there's a bright side to this. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, rents are going to plummet cheap. There's a couple buildings in particular in Midtown I want to live at. I'm going to go over there and knock on the door. Y'all got the coronavirus pandemic special going on in there? Oh, you ain't got it yet? I'll come back in a few weeks because you're going to have it in a minute. And I'm going to show you after coronavirus runs through Atlanta. And you know what? In New York City, New York City is in deep shit up there. Them prices are going to plummet on them houses and rents and all that shit going to be cheap, y'all, because New York is in a hell of a lot of a storm up there right now. And the real estate prices should have been dry. I knew this shit was it was too high. The rents were too high. The mortgage was too high. Houses were too high. I said, okay, who's going to afford this shit? It was coming down. I just didn't know about the coronavirus to give them a little help. That was a good one. We're going to send out the coronavirus. What is that? Think about it. The economy was at the highest level of employment in decades. Everything was going great, but it really wasn't going great in the background. That shit was, trust me, I knew this economy was not all this bullshit, these low wages people had, these fucked up ass jobs, these high ass rents that they wouldn't add up. I'm like, okay, this is not making sense. It's not adding up. Stock market sky high, worthless ass stocks. Where is this shit worth? What are these houses worth? What are these townhouses? What are these cars worth? What is any of this shit worth? Oh, nothing. Because the coronavirus showed up and we see its true value now. Zippo. Everybody is scattered. I went to go get some windshield wipers for that damn BMW truck out there. Went through the car wash. Went through the car wash. Didn't know this. The car wash somehow snatched the wipers off the car. So as I'm going down the street, the car is covered in pollen. A few days later, I turned on the windshield wipers and tried to wash it. The wipers came up, the water sprayed the window. I couldn't see shit, no wipers. I said, oh, Lord, I'm going to die out here. I'm trying to find somewhere to go. Can't see shit. I don't know. Oh, my goodness, couldn't see. Tried to pull over. Luckily, because of the coronavirus pandemic, the roads were fairly empty. I was able to pull on the side of the road and jump out there and grab some tissue and wipe down the window. It still was a mess. But I had to go my ass over to BMW and get some windshield wipers because the auto parts stores I went to didn't have the ones I wanted. Anyway, get over to the BMW place. They got 1,000 brand new BMWs sitting there rotting and all covered in pollen. I said, oh boy, they dealership closed. You can only get in the dealership to get to the salespeople. You'd have to make an appointment. But the service department was open. Because, they got to keep the BMWs running because they consider cars, to keep cars running is considered essential. So, you get them $100 wipers on that damn car. $100 for 2 wipers. I said, Lord have mercy. She says, you're not supposed to take that car through an automatic car wash because they would knock all kinds of stuff off that car. She said, don't do that no more. And I normally don't, but the car was so covered in pollen, I went and did it, but I'm not doing that no more. Snatching them damn wipers that cost me $100. And imagine I had been driving down the highway and it started pouring down rain and I didn't even know the wipers were missing. My ass would have been doomed. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to say shit. I wouldn't be able to see shit. I would have to pull on the side of the highway. But I won't be doing that no more. And in the future, I'll make sure I look at them wipers, make sure some wipers on that damn, and then, the wipers there. Okay, good. Ooh, I'm getting the car. Never had that happen to me before. That was a new one, kind of like the coronavirus. Never seen this before. So when you got the coronavirus pandemic raging around the world, and we over here arguing about a pair of socks on the damn floor. Who left a bottle of water on the I'm going to clean this shit up before he get his grouchy ass back here. Put all this stuff up. I want to hit this nigga's mouth. I don't. My nasal spray, I still got something. I have to go buy a new one. Another $300. Yeah, gotta breathe. So, heck, could be worse. Don't worry about that. Not right now. I'm in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. I got other things to worry about. I'm gonna clean this table up and clean up the kitchen is fine. I just don't live in peace. And some people, it's just not possible to live in peace. Some people, the peace ain't in them. They don't know how to live in peace, and it ain't gonna happen. So, I just uploaded a video to YouTube. I want y'all to make sure y'all watch it about the Australian whistleblowers. I mean, it's the Australia's version of 60 Minutes. Watch that. I'm going to upload this video. And then we're going to get into the stimulus packet. 6.6 million weekly job loss claims. I can imagine anybody working right now. Shit, that's it. It's 6.6 million. They ain't winning, okay, we should win 20 million. But anyway, it's 8:30 in the morning. It's April 2nd, the year 2020. I'm out of here. I'll be back. I'm working on my stimulus package so we can get some understanding and clarity what that money would, how to get that money and make it work for you, because it's very important, because I know a lot of us are not working at the time. A lot of people are not having money coming in, and here's an opportunity for cash from the U.S. government. Them motherfuckers finally giving us something. And you better jump in there and grab it while it's there, because before it vanished, like the coronavirus. Okay. I'm out of here. And like I said, today is Thursday, April 2nd, the year 2020. I'm out.